Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Prom Night 3, The Last Kiss. So, I have the DVD right here. I bought it quite a while ago because, of course, I wanted to check out this entire franchise. So, picked it up on eBay. It's a little combo pack. You got part 3 and part 4, but I mainly just bought it for part 3 because you can't really find part 3 on streaming, and I don't even know if it's really that like widely available to rent, so I had to pick up the DVD. But anyways, after watching Prom Night 3 The Last Kiss, my overall opinion of the movie is, unfortunately, I was not a fan of this. It's just it was just, I don't know. It was just, it was not entertaining in my opinion. It did have some fun stuff going on. It had some good comedy. There were some fun moments, but yeah, overall, I felt like the movie as a whole was just kind of lackluster, kind of bland, kind of boring, and it just did not really keep my attention. Once again, this movie was kind of hard to sit through and hard to get through, so I was not a fan. Jumping into the plot summary, the movie. Okay, let me get this out of the way before I get into the plot summary. So, Prom Night 1 and 2, they don't really have anything in common. This one, even though it is a different cast of characters and like a different story, Mary Lou from the second movie returns in this, so you do have that returning character. So anyways, the movie centers around this high school kid. His name is Alex, and basically he's like a everyday average Joe, and he wants something different. He's like dating this girl, and they're kind of going through it, having like relationship problems, and he wants to be a doctor, but his grades suck, and he's never going to be a doctor, and he's just average, and he's kind of going through it, like stuff's not going super well for him, and then one thing leads to another. He meets Mary Lou, and they hook up, and then they begin dating, and Mary Lou like becomes obsessed with him, and basically she uses her paranormal ghost powers to help him out, and he's absolutely killing it now with the help of Mary Lou's ghost powers. So, he's getting phenomenal grades, he's making the honor roll, he's killing it in football, like he's doing very well, and all is well. But then, since he's dating Mary Lou, that creates like even bigger rift with his, other girlfriend or previous girlfriend, Sarah. And then also, Mary Lou is just continuously killing people, and eventually Alex is blamed. He goes to jail. He gets out of jail, and then, towards the end of the movie, Mary Lou is trying to kill Alex because she wants him to be like her prom king forever. Like he'll be like in hell, or whatever. Like he'll be like her prom king in hell or something like that. So that is the basic plot summary. So a couple things that I liked. Like Alex, he talks about like being average and wanting to do something different. He's like, I'm average height, 5'10", which I'm 5'10", so I related to that. And he's talking about like, I'm gonna get married at this age and have this many kids. Like, I don't want to be average. I want to do something different. And I kind of related to that because at his age, like when I was in high school, I kind of felt like that too. Like, I want to do something crazy. I want to like live an alternative lifestyle. I'm trying to be I don't know, like live in a shack and write experimental movies or something. But like, I'm just like joking, but like I did think like to some extent like, oh, I want to do something different. I don't want like a super normal life. And I feel like a lot of young people feel like that, like high schoolers feel like that. But I'm telling you, like, once you get a little bit older, you're like, man, I want a normal life. Like, I want to be average, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to chill. Like, you know, like, if you could, like the average, like, having a home, having family, having kid, like, that's like, having all that stuff, that's like awesome. Like, that's like enough. So, like, when you're young like that, you think like, oh, I want to be a rock star. I want to be a movie director. I want to be this and that. Like, it's like when you get a little bit older, you're like, man, I'm just trying to get some health insurance. I'm just trying to get that 401k going, and maybe have like a nice relationship and a crib. That's all we need. So, yeah, I feel like I did relate to him at that age, but like now I'm like I'll be average. Like that's like, hey, I'm chilling. Like that's all good. I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Like I'll I don't need anything crazy. I don't need anything special. I'm content. So yeah, I liked that, the whole talk about being average. I liked how his girlfriend Sarah, what she would like stress bake. Some people, if they're stressed, they're smoking a lot, they're drinking a lot. Maybe they'll stress eat. Everyone's got their vice. Everyone's got their thing, right? But this girl Sarah, she said this. She's like, I don't get mad, I bake. So when she would get mad or she would get stressed, she would just channel that energy into baking, and she would make like 50 cookies. She would just make trays of cookies. And you know what? Like I do stress quite often. You know, uh, so I think maybe I need to try this whole baking thing as an outlet. I need some positive outlets in my life. Pretty much I'm bad with the vices. Like if I'm stressed, I'll be like drinking a lot, blah blah blah, not eating the best. Like I kind of have sometimes if I do get stressed. I mean, I do my meditation. I exercise. Like I go for walks and stuff. I do have some healthy outlets, but sometimes like when I'm stressed, I'll turn to the quick the quick fix, the quicker picker up, or the quick solution. Like, oh, let me just have a couple drinks, blah blah blah, and in the long run that doesn't work. So I think I need to try this whole baking thing. Next time I'm stressed, I'm gonna channel all my negative energy into baking, and I'm gonna be like Cake Boss with it. I'm gonna make like extravagant desserts, and maybe I'll find like a new talent, and or just make a like delicious sweet treat that I could post a photo of on Instagram, and the 3 people would like it. So that'd be cool. So yeah, I like that she was like stress baking, and I'm gonna start trying that, implementing that in my life. So yeah, I had to mention that. So in the last review for Prom Night 2, I mentioned how that movie had an uneven tone. This movie definitely improved in that regard, and it had a way more even tone. So the last one, it was like, it was kind of all over the place. This one was it like really stuck to the horror comedy tone. Like it was very comedic. It was not intended to be a serious horror movie from the get-go, and like you get that. Like it's intentionally supposed to be funny, it's intentionally supposed to be silly, and it's not really supposed to be too scary. So I thought the tone in this was a lot more even, and I did like that. Yeah, like the comedy, I feel like for the most part it did work. Like there was some funny dialogue, some funny situations. It wasn't the funniest movie ever, but it was serviceable. Like, it wasn't like I was like groaning. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I can appreciate it. So the comedy wasn't bad. But yeah, the reason why I didn't like this, it's just, I don't know, like, even though there's like little things here and there I like, it's just, it's the same problem I had with the other prom night movies. Like, it's just, even though I like things here and there, like the overall movie is just, it's not entertaining, it's boring, they're just like hard to get through. It's like, I don't know, they're just kind of lame. Like, they're just, like, they're not like absolutely terrible, but they're just kind of lame. And it's like, there's so many, I don't know, there's so many like better horror movies, even like for like B horror. Like, there's so many B horror movies that are, maybe they'll be like a little bit, wacky or memorable or weird. Like, these prom night movies, like, they're just forgettable. Like, I watched this last night and like I barely remember anything about the movie. So that's probably, that's my main, like, that's like the main reason why I didn't like it. It's just, it's lackluster, it's lame, it's forgettable. Even though there's bits and pieces here and there that are okay, like, it's just, they're just not good movies. And I'm saying that in terms of B movies. Like, people know on here, like, I watch all these B horror movies, but I'm saying, like, even for a B horror movie, it's not good, like, stacked up to other ones. It's just, it's not memorable. It's just like, it's just like, they're just kind of a waste of time. But anyways, yeah, that was like my main gripe with the movie. Much like the second one. But anyways, let me get into my recommendation here, and then head out. So, in terms of a recommendation, once again, I would not recommend this. I'm so far, yeah, I'm not into the prom night movies. I would not recommend it. I mean, the thing is, you can't even really get this movie. Like, you gotta pretty much pick it up on DVD anyways. So, I mean, save yourself the money, save yourself the hassle. Don't buy this movie. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes, people. I watch these movies so you don't have to. I think a subscriber said that and I like that. So yeah, don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Don't watch this movie. Watch something else. Anything else. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But anyways, I would not recommend it. So that has been my recommendation, and that has been my review of Prom Night 3, The Last Kiss. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.